Okay, guys, our scary story of the day is This is Why I'm Not Afraid of the Dark. Join me reading a story by the Bat Belfry. Or Belfry. Sorry. Um, let's just get into it. This is why I'm not afraid of the dark. My name is Allison Marshall, Alice for short, and I'm not afraid of the dark. I was around 11, 12 when I found the old teddy bear under my bed. I was drawing and dropped my crayon between the gap. I got out of bed and grabbed my flashlight, bringing myself down to the ground. I shone the light underneath to find a teddy bear lying next to my crayon. As soon as the light hit it, the bear sat up and looked at me. I gasped and turned the flashlight off quickly while getting back on my feet. Doubting what I seen, I crouched and pointed the light back to the bear, who once again sat up and stared at me. Being a curious child, I experimented with the bear. It only moved in the light. Didn't move at all in the dark. I remember having little play dates with the teddy bear after my mother would go to sleep, bonding over the following days. Eventually, I adopted my new found friend as Barry the bear. This particular game Barry liked to play, hide and seek. But instead of having to have me find him, Barry would collect certain objects like a doll, a jack-in-a-box, and a cymbal monkey. This game of hide and seek followed different rules. I turn the light off to let Barry wander in the dark. I count to 10 and turn the light on. Then I make my guess to which toy Barry is currently behind. I pointed to the cymbal monkey to which the jack-in-the-box popped out on its own. Light off, then on. I pointed to the doll which the monkey started jumping. Light off, and on. Pointing to the jack-in-the-box. It popped out, and I cheered victoriously. One night, I was too tired to play, so I went straight to sleep. The light in my mother's room came on, and the sound of glass breaking woke me up. I got up and went to check on her. She stood there lifeless. Poked her in the arm as she was okay. She turned her head, revealing a wide, uncannily smile on her face. Her eyes completely black. I stepped away and asked if she was all right. She pushed me in the hall and walked over to the drawers. I ran to my room and locked the door. And I sat in the darkest corner of my room and waited. Some time passed, and the house was completely silent. I quietly walked to the door and peeked under it. The kitchen knife came swinging through the gap, sinking directly into my right eye. I screamed in horror and pulled away. My hand was on my injured eye as blood rushed out. I used my free hand to open the window, then slid under my bed, covering my mouth as my mother used the knife to slide past the lock and burst the door wide open. A burning candle was shoved into her mouth as a light source. The wax melted away at her cheeks and chin. She headed to the window, and just as she peeked her head over, it came out under the bed and pushed her. Her body fell 4 stories and landed on the trash can below. I looked out the window once and went to the living room to call 911. They showed up a few minutes later and took me to the hospital. Over the years, I went home and eventually grew out of foster care. I now work as a tattoo artist in the downtown area and live in a simple studio apartment. Several doctors offered me a glass eyes, but I stuck with the eye patch as a reminder of that night. It took a while to get over my fear of the light. I was paranoid for a long time and only stayed in dark areas, taking only the night shifts. But as I grew older, the more time I had to process. It finally came to me, how Barry switched from toy to toy, possessing my mother. It was never the toys or my mother. It was their shadow. I mean, um, that's not creepy at all. We can live with that. Uh, this is definitely a scary story. Um, it was a quick one. I enjoyed it. Um, Definitely would not look at my teddy bear the same, but I don't believe in possession of objects because it doesn't happen in my life. If it does, I'll let y'all know. But this was indeed a scary story. Thank you for writing it, the Bat Belfry. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to the story. I hope you guys were just as creeped out as me. Plot twist at the end. Very nice. But makes sense why you're not scared of the dark. Anyways, see you guys next time. Peace out.